But Graeme, 4 title-winning squads previously for Pep. Erling Haaland comes in there yesterday. Is he going to contribute greatly to making City the team to catch, the City the team to compete with? Is he going to be key? Is he going to be the difference?
Yeah. I think he's a bit of a throwback. He wants to run forward without the ball. He got his goal yesterday by doing that. If you're a midfield player, or if you're any player on the pitch and you've got a centre forward that doesn't come to the ball all the time, he's stretching the pitch all the time, gives midfield players more room to operate in, he'll be a real asset to them. If Man City had pushed the boat out and gone the extra mile and got Harry Kane last year, they would have been a very different team again last year with Harry Kane. Harry Kane takes them to another level. This young man, I think, will do the same.
I mean, the thing with me, Simon, is I look at that game yesterday. Haaland and City, they look made for each other, and it's taken no time. And he's taken no time. He looks so comfortable in his surroundings already.
Well, he's a good player, and good players, more often than not, make impacts very quickly, because this narrative that it takes a while for players to settle in. It's, players are individuals. It takes different people different amounts of time. But Haaland, to me, is the real McCoy. If you listen to his interview on Football Focus on Saturday, and you listen to the way that he spoke to Shearer, and you listen to his expectations of himself and others around him and what he anticipates he will achieve, you've got somebody that it's not about humility, it's about knowing where you stand in the world and being able to back up what you say. So I listened to him and I thought, people made some fun of last week's game in the Charity Shield and thought that, hang on a second, you've got a pup on your hands, you've got a live one here. You've got a proper centre forward here, a different dynamic. Going back to the question you originally asked Graeme about Man United, you need forward momentum from the get-go in that football club. You don't need the opportunity for people to start sniping at you from day one. And losing at home to Brighton with a group of players that might not necessarily have been improved, but still prima facie on paper, should be able to deal with Brighton in the first game of the season. That's not diminishing Brighton. Brighton are a good side, but they've been depleted. They've had some of their best players taken out of the mix. Cucurella and the other boy that Basuma Tottenham bought.
Went to Tottenham.
It is not the start that Ten Hag would have wanted. It's not the start that he would have expected, and it's not the start a lot of those players should have delivered. And what it creates is a cultural situation. There's no other club in the world, perhaps Barcelona and Real Madrid will get this sort of attention that will be immediately on Ten Hag. And it doesn't help with fans outside of the ground protesting against the ownership model, with people like our mate in Sky Neville that sits on his soapbox telling everybody how the world should be and how the ownership model should change without any particular solutions about who those owners are going to be.
You'll get used to this, Graeme.
So I think it's a fascinating time. Yeah. It's a fascinating set of circumstances. And you've got Man City and Haaland. People are going to have to learn to defend properly against this boy, because he's going to rip him a new one.
Yeah, he's proper. But on Man United, if you go back 2 and a bit weeks, and this is the point I want to make about pre-season. People arrive where they want to be at different stages. Going back a couple of weeks, Man United tonked Liverpool. Everyone thinks, Man United are at it.
Yeah.
And then Liverpool, beat Man City in the Charity Shield. Then a week later, they don't turn up at Fulham. So that gives you an insight into how pre-season affects different players.
Yeah. Graeme, in your time as a manager, you may or may not, I don't know, have had a few bizarre excuses as to why you lost a game. Would I be right?
Oh, every weekend you lost, yeah.
So Klopp bizarrely blaming a dry pitch at Craven Cottage. What's that about? You having that?
No, I think it's that one, same pitch for both teams. I think when you're a proper player and you're a proper team, you want a fast pitch. If you're looking to defend, you want a slow pitch, so you have it dry. So I looked at the first half, and for the first 10-15 minutes, I think the writing was on the wall for Liverpool. You have to say, we were talking about Liverpool, but you have to say that Fulham were fabulous. Fulham were aggressive.
That's right.
They really set about Liverpool. Liverpool didn't get a second on the ball. But I come back to it. If you're a big team, you have to expect that. You don't go out, if you play for Liverpool, knowing it's going to be a game you're going to stroll through. Everyone wants to take you on. Everyone wants to be aggressive to you. It's a cup final.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.